The narrative surrounding actor Lee Do Hyun has been overwhelmingly defined by a compelling personal history: childhood poverty, family debt, and a protective devotion to his disabled brother, culminating in a celebrated acting career. However, the journey of a public figure in the Korean entertainment industry is seldom a straightforward path of universal praise. For Lee Do Hyun, periods of immense professional success have been accompanied by public debates, speculative rumors, and controversies that have tested the resilience of his carefully established image. This is an examination of those key moments, the public and media reactions they spark, and the industry context that shape them. The first significant public discourse that moved beyond his rags-to-riches story emerged in August 2023. Lee Do Hyun, at a confirmed peak in popularity following the global success of The Glory and the critical acclaim of Bad Mother, announced his enlistment into the Republic of Korea Air Force military band. Official statements and mainstream media coverage framed this as a responsible and timely decision, applauding his commitment to national duty. However, on online communities, forums, and social media, a parallel conversation developed. Netizens began to speculate on the strategic timing. In an industry where a 2-year hiatus can dramatically alter a career trajectory, the choice to enlist at such a moment seemed, to some analysts and fans, unusually abrupt. Rumors began to swirl, suggesting potential undisclosed pressures. Some industry commentators pointed to the intense, grinding schedule Korean actors endure and questioned if this was a preventative measure against burnout, a quiet retreat before any potential cracks in his public persona could appear. While his agency, Yua Entertainment, offered no comment beyond the official enlistment notice, the discourse itself marked a shift. It transformed a routine, mandatory act of service into a subject of intense scrutiny and conjecture, introducing an element of strategic mystery to his otherwise transparent narrative. Shortly before this enlistment, a different kind of revelation had already begun to subtly reshape public perception. In January 2023, the media outlet Dispatch, known for its high-profile celebrity couple reveals, confirmed that Lee Do Hyun was in a relationship with his The Glory co-star Lim Ji-yeon. The initial public reaction was largely positive, with fans celebrating the off-screen romance between on-screen adversaries. However, this revelation had an unintended consequence. It prompted a retrospective analysis of his prior media appearances. During the promotional cycle for The Glory, both actors had professionally engaged in interviews discussing their intensely antagonistic characters. In the wake of the relationship confirmation, some netizens and online commentators revisited these interviews, questioning the completeness of their professional narratives. While there was no scandal of deception, online discussions in places like The Coup and Pan noted that the couple's ability to separate their real-life relationship from their on-screen hatred was a testament to their professionalism. Yet it also highlighted the inherent performative nature of celebrity media rounds. This did not damage his reputation but added a layer of complexity, reminding the public that the perfect son and brother image was also a working actor capable of compartmentalizing his private life for public consumption. A more persistent and professionally centered controversy has involved Lee Do Hyun's acknowledged dedication to method acting. Reports of his intense preparation for roles are well documented. For the Netflix series Sweet Home, it was widely reported in production notes and interviews that he maintained distance from castmates off-camera to better inhabit his character's solitary nature. The debate intensified with unverified rumors originating from anonymous online community posts. These posts, which cannot be factually confirmed, alleged that earlier in his career, Lee Do Hyun had ended a personal relationship to authentically access the emotional state required for a role. These rumors, though never addressed by the actor or his agency, sparked significant ethical debates within online fan communities and general audiences. Supporters argued it represented an unparalleled commitment to his craft, while critics labeled the alleged behavior as emotionally extreme and potentially problematic. This ongoing discussion speaks less to a confirmed scandal and more to the public's fascination and unease with the extremes of artistic process. It created a dichotomy in his public image: the nurturing family man versus the actor rumored to pursue emotional authenticity at any personal cost. The industry itself is ambivalent toward such methods. Directors often praise the results, while the human cost remains a topic of private concern and public speculation. The context of the Korean entertainment industry is crucial to understanding the magnification of these discussions. Lee Do Hyun's initial perfect image was a valuable asset in a market that often idealizes celebrities as moral exemplars. However, the same system that builds such idols subjects them to relentless examination. The dispatch of information is strategic. hectic. Enlistment announcements are timed, relationship reveals are often negotiated with media, and agencies carefully control narratives. The vacuum created by this controlled environment is filled by online communities where anonymous sources, rumors, and fan theories thrive. The controversy around his military service, for instance, is a common template applied to many rising male stars, reflecting public skepticism toward managed celebrity careers. The debates over his acting methods echo larger conversations about the sustainability and ethics of the industry's demand for total immersion from its performers. The release of the film Exuma in February 2024 after his enlistment served as a focal point for these accumulated discussions. His performance as a young shaman was critically acclaimed, with behind-the-scenes featurettes detailing his physical transformation, including lengthy tattoo application processes and study of rituals. Official media coverage focused on his dedication. However, within the same online spaces that had previously debated his methods, these confirmations of extreme preparation were cited as evidence in ongoing arguments. Supporters saw a committed artist deserving of his rising million actor status, while detractors revisited older rumors, using the confirmed intensity of his Exuma role to lend credence to the unverified stories of past extremes. His absence due to military service during the film's promotion created a unique scenario where the actor was both everywhere on screen and nowhere in the media to directly address the discourse, allowing the public conversation to evolve without his direct intervention. Lee Do-hyun's career has not been derailed by a single definitive scandal. Instead, it has been accompanied by a series of public examinations of his career choices, his personal life, and his professional conduct. These episodes are less about concrete wrongdoing and more about the tensions that exist between a public image, private reality, and the intense pressures of the Korean entertainment ecosystem. They reveal how an audience and media landscape, conditioned to expect curated perfection, actively probes for inconsistencies, debates ethics, and speculates on motivations. The impact on his career appears minimal in terms of professional opportunities, but the effect on his public persona is more nuanced. It has transformed him from a two-dimensional success story into a more complex figure, subject to the same rigorous and often critical analysis that accompanies all top-tier celebrities in the digital age. His continued success will depend not only on his artistic choices, but also on how these ongoing public conversations are navigated in the years to come.